Okay, welcome to the broadcast, Mustangs fans. We're down in Midlothian tonight for the first game of the Grapevine Midlothian Heritage Series. It is a playoff game, and you got to play hurt in the playoffs, and that's where I'm at. I'm struggling with my voice. It's just this wind and dry climate here in Texas that's got me, but hopefully enough cough drops and water, and I can make it through the broadcast. Trey's going to carry us mostly tonight, I hope.
Well, let's just say I'm here, so that's good. I'll do what I can. Listen, tonight should be a great night for the Mustangs. This is an opportunity for their game one pitcher Wes Cunningham, I think, to pick up his 11th win, Jeff. And we were looking at the record books for Grapevine back from several years ago. It looks like the winningest in program history, at least since records were kept, was 13 wins.
Okay.
And then there was a 10-win season by someone as well. And just to let you know, that's I think he's at 10 right now, isn't he?
That sounds right to me, Trey. I think we gave him an extra win or two a couple games ago, but he's picked up, I believe, 2 wins since that time. So 10 wins sounds right. Going for his 11th tonight. Anyway, you look at it, undefeated in district action. Wes went 7-0 in district starts. So expect good things from Wes tonight, just like he's delivered all season.
Yeah, he has. And he definitely has set the tone as the senior on the staff, and a guy that can come out in game one and assert himself. He's a guy that gets ahead early in the count. You don't see many walks. Come from number 27. He's a 3-year starter, and tonight's his opportunity to show what he can do in the playoffs. And if this Mustang team is well positioned to go deep in the playoffs, they've got strong pitching. They got 4 juniors behind Wes that can come in and contribute at a high level, right? One of them is the game 2 starter generally, which is Dason Hill. And then they got the joker. We call Dason Dr. K. And then they have Cool Hand Luke. And then we don't really have a nickname for Sammy yet, do we? Sammy Kelly?
No, I wonder what your son would call him, since they're good buddies.
Well,
Can we not say that on the air?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly, but folks, you'll realize that you're not seeing any live video on this particular broadcast right now, and that is true. This is going to be an audio only with a live scoreboard. We're down here at Midlothian Heritage, where the Jaguars are hosting the Mustangs in Game 1 of this playoff series. UIL restrictions make this only available for NFHS to broadcast with video, and so we're doing a radio style broadcast on our channel tonight. We hope you stay with us and get the full-on effect from the guys that have brought you district baseball live. And look at that, we got a 4-man crew.
Wow.
I thought they would only have a 3-man crew, but 4-man crew, and it's probably because it's a showcase game.
Right.
The number 2 team in the state, Grapevine right now, in one of the polls, right?
That's what we saw in the coaches poll a couple weeks ago. So certainly with the wins that we picked up since then, no reason to think that we're not number 2 still in that poll. And it definitely is a big game. You know that Midlothian Heritage knows that Grapevine's record. They know the ranking, and no doubt they've been looking forward to this game ever since they saw the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm real impressed with the way the red team, which is the Heritage Jaguars, they're in their red jerseys with their white pants. The Mustangs are in their grays, it looked like. Didn't it look like the gray with the red numerals?
That is the gray.
Yeah. And this is a fantastic ballpark. It is deep. It looks like it's deep everywhere, doesn't it?
Well,
it looks like it's 500 feet to center field.
I commented on that when I got here, Trey. There's no distances on the fence, but right field looks like it's a mile out there. It really looks like a college-sized ballpark.
Yeah, and to add to it, and you guys may be experiencing this with the audio already. We have about a 10 or 15 mile wind that's coming from right field, where the scoreboard's located, right into our face. So there's not going to be a lot of long balls to right field anyway to test the distance.
No, the ball's definitely not going to carry well to right. The only thing that's carried well in the wind so far, Trey, is your monitor.
Yeah, yeah. We're playing with a wounded monitor here.
Right, we have a wounded broadcaster and a wounded monitor, so
Yeah.
we're compromised in that area. But we're gonna do our best tonight to give you a great broadcast with we'll treat it like a radio broadcast.
Yep. I'll tell you what. I am obligated to get some ads in for the UIL. So let me go ahead before we get into the action and play a couple of these. First one is going to give you some information about where the championship games are going to be held once they get down to the group of four. And by the way, if you're new to these playoffs and first time getting exposed, every region has a winner. There's 4 regions in the state of Texas. The Grapevine is in Region 1. And so there's Region 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the winner of each region will go to Austin, where they'll have a single game playoff. I think it's 1 is teamed up against 3 and 2 is teamed up against 4. And then the winner of those 2 games will go to a championship game. And those are single games, which is kind of unfortunate. You got to play 3 to get there.
Trey, nobody asked me, but yeah, you play 3-game series all the way to get to Austin, and then a do or die game in the semifinals and the finals, which I know it gets late into the summer, and I bet that's probably why they play a 1-game do or die semifinal and final. But yeah, that doesn't seem right to decide it like that.
No, it doesn't. Folks, you're listening to Mustang Baseball Live, the radio version on Tradio. We'll be right back.
The UIL Baseball State Tournament will take place Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. All Conference 4A games will take place at UFCU Dish Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin. Tickets will be available for purchase at a later date. Check the UIL website for more information.
Okay, so they're going through the batting order for the Mustangs. I don't think we're going to see anything different. Jace and Gianni are the first 2, and then number 24, Sevi Aguirre, is in 3-hole.
I don't expect any changes because the kids that, especially the seniors that have stepped up the hitting here lately. I feel like Michael Northup's coming off 2 consecutive 2-hit games. Keaton Sweska had a 2-hit game, I believe, in that last Friday night district game. I feel like the hitting, the last half of the district season really picked it up.
Yeah, so this lineup is consistent with what we've seen. And it goes like, Jace, Gianni, Sevi, Ryan Williams, Sammy Kelly, and who's
Keller. Keller's in the DH.
And then Northup, was that who they called?
Michael's in the 7 spot.
Yeah. And then Schweska, the shortstop tonight, and then Brent Lee, the second baseman. So now they're going to go through the Midlothian Heritage lineup. We'll leave it here with the ambient, and hopefully you can hear it. I'm going to turn it up a bit, and we'll let it ride. All right, Jeff, I'm going to have to turn this ambient down a bit. Got a lot of wind cut going on, but it looks like we're ready to play baseball out here. Let me see if I can get my scoreboard ready to go on a wounded deck here because, like we told you earlier, we are struggling a little bit with equipment. I had a massive fail, so now I have to dodge. These things on my on the scoreboard. Let's make sure it's working. Let me just we'll go there, and I don't see anything. Do you?
No, I'm not seeing a base runner.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Trey, while you're working on that, I just want to mention that I saw this Mustangs team last night. My next door neighbor, the Cunninghams, hosted a pizza party for the team, and the team was loose. There was hopefully Coach Webster didn't listen to the broadcast, but there was a basketball game going in the street. There was a poker game that broke out as I was leaving. I was a little disappointed I didn't get an invite to the poker game. I didn't see any cash on the table, or I probably would have butted into the game. But the team seemed loose. We mentioned before the cohesiveness and camaraderie on the team. Saw a lot of that last night. A lot of kids just, having a good time, enjoying some of them their last season of baseball like they should, and getting to extend their season into the playoffs. That's been a couple years since that happened for the Mustangs. And there's, like you said, Trey, there's no reason to think if this team plays like they did in the district part of the season that they can't go deep into the playoffs. So it all starts tonight.
All right. Jace Christian steps up. He just got called Christensen, which is kind of standard, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, you were on the road, so you got to expect that.
Yeah.
It's the first ball right at the shortstop.
Jace hit a hard ground ball, and that'll be the first out of the inning here. He came up aggressive. I like that, though.
Yeah, he got a good pitch, put a good swing on it, just hit it right to the shortstop.
He hits the first pitch well all year, though. He's got a really good eye for the zone.
Yeah, if you get a good pitch, let it rip.
Yeah, and here's Gianni Corral. If you guys aren't aware, he's a freshman on the team, and he rips one right up the middle. He's got a base hit.
That one's going to sneak through for a hit.
Gianni with a base hit. Unbelievable. Tell you what, if I
So Manfield has a left-handed pitcher on the mound. We don't have their lineup.
At the plate, number 24, Sevi Aguirre.
We've got Aiden into pinch run for Gianni. Aiden's been in that role all season. Running for the catcher, that is. That was a called strike right there. First pitch we didn't swing at, Trey. We've hit 2 first pitch fastballs, first 2 hitters. Well, Sevi fouled that one back, so that's going to make it an 0-2 count.
So we have a runner at first base. Gianni's at first. I know that you guys are looking at my stuff here, and it's not. Once again, we're having an issue. Where's that ball?
Hit to the third baseman. That's
he got it.
No, safe at first.
Safe at first. All right, we'll take it.
That ball wouldn't hit that hard, so it was a tough turn. Sevi, of course, was hustling down the line to beat that out.
At the plate for the Mustangs, number 7, Ryan Williams.
brings Ryan to the plate. He hit the first pitch right to the second baseman. So the Mustangs, I believe, saw 4 pitches in that inning. 5 pitches. Put 4 of the 5 pitches in play. Go down scoreless. So the Jaguars come to the plate in the bottom of the first, no score.
We got a 4-man crew. Hey, we'll be right back after this message from the UIL.
I'll never forget the day I decided to go out for the football team. Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, we talked about Wes on the mound tonight. Wes is, again, undefeated in district play and has really earned every one of those wins. I believe he hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs in any of the district starts. Had several shutout outings in the district action. The way the wind is blowing tonight, it certainly favors the pitcher. The ball should not carry well. The outfielders are playing pretty shallow because it's really going to be tough to hit anything to the fence tonight or anywhere close to it. Wes gets him swinging on the first pitch right there.
Yeah, we're gonna keep you updated on the play-by-play. I do have. Let me see if I can turn on my K counter. We got our K meter, which is kind of new.
The second pitch was a ball in the dirt, so it makes it a 1-1 count. Got the strike call right there to make it 1-2. That one was a little bit down and out, so evens a count at 2-2.
Number 15 is batting for Heritage, and there's a strike, and he ripped that. But Wes fielded it, playing his position.
Yeah, nice.
1-3 ground ball. That's a hard hit ball, wasn't it?
Nice reflexes. Yeah, that ball got on Wes in a hurry. But I know prior to high school, Wes was a shortstop, so he's played out in the field a good bit and made a nice play right there to get that first out.
Yeah, I tell you what, partner, I'll take the play-by-play, and you can chime in here. The first pitch Wes delivers was looked like it was a jam shot strike, and a batter swung and actually fouled it over the first base dugout. And the first base dugout is where the Heritage Jaguars are set up tonight, and they're actually I said red jerseys, but they're all white, aren't they? Mustangs are in gray, and the Jags are in all white. Looks like 1 ball, 1 strike. so far on the batter. There's a ground ball, 2-hopper to Jace Christian. Mr. Automatic. Oh, and this time ball gets under Sevy's glove, and Midlothian Heritage is going to have a runner at second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That was a uncharacteristic to see that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jace has been solid all season at third base, and just threw that ball in the dirt a bit, and Sevy wasn't able to come up with it.
I think that could be just playoff butterflies getting rid of he won't have them. He doesn't have them anymore, does he? I mean,
you hope not.
I mean, you played in some big games at South Alabama, right? I mean, you come into these games and.
Yeah, I played in 2 regionals. We have played in a regional at Wichita State, played in a regional in Baton Rouge, and yeah, you're definitely a little bit nervous, but
wow.
Yeah, the nerves should be gone by now. It's like Michael's
Northup, big high fly ball to Michael Northup, and in this wind, it held it up, and he had to run a long way to get to that. It was right behind the second baseman's range, really.
I don't think any pop-up tonight is going to be routine because that wind is gusting. It's going to move the ball a lot.
Yeah, I think what I really like, too, is when Mike made that play, he gunned it right to the cutoff man on the middle of the infield. And, I mean, the runner wasn't going to do anything, but he got the ball exactly where he needed to. 2 outs now. Number 2 for Midlothian Heritage is the runner at second base. He's got a pretty big lead, Jeff.
He does.
First pitch is a called strike from Wes, and we've come to expect that. And I think that could be what the scouting reel is on, because every one of those first 3 batters, they were swinging on the first pitch.
Yeah, Wes has done a great job getting that first pitch strike over all year.
Schweska flashes near the runner at second base and pounds his hand. Now that's a fly ball to right field as well, much deeper than the other one. Michael Northup had to hustle around, but he comes in, he makes a catch, and the Mustangs hold him off. So we will go to the top of the second. Your score here from Midlothian Heritage is Mustangs 0, Midlothian Heritage 0. Mustangs coming to bat for the second time. Who we got coming up? We got Sammy.
Sammy will be leading off.
Or Ryan.
Us.
Ryan
made the last out.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be Sammy.
It'll be Sammy. All right. Well, it's a good time to mention our sponsors that got us through the district and also got us through today. CJ Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. We talked about that, Jeff. October 13th, I think, is the date. Yeah, got that memorized. And it's at Fossil Creek.
Correct.
So far, so good. Fun day event in memory of CJ Knipper, but more importantly, an opportunity to raise scholarship money for some of these outstanding DECA students at Grapevine High School. I know that Andrew and CJ were in DECA at the same time, I think, over there. They may have worked on some projects together.
Several of CJ's best buddies, Andrew Bell, your son, Andrew Ballard. Andrew Ballard was one of the first recipients of the scholarship back in 2021. And, yeah, that's a very fun organization. They do a few field trips. I think that's probably why CJ joined it in the first place. But then he figured out he really enjoyed the entrepreneurship that they teach the kids.
Yeah. So Sammy Kelly, number 10 for the Mustangs, he's pretty much been in center field since district started and done a very good job. One of the 4 guys on the Mustangs hitting over 300 based on some data I saw.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the first pitch to Sammy is a called strike, an off-speed pitch on the outside corner. Didn't even notice that the Heritage pitcher is a left-hander, and he's got some stuff. He did not get a call there, and they appealed it down to the third base umpire. And how about this? We got a 4-man crew. Every check swing is going to be appealed somewhere, maybe.
It makes sense. You might get the call.
Yeah. So we don't get that's a beautiful pitch by the pitcher, but he didn't get the call. He threw a off-speed curveball that went to Sammy's waist and then broke outside down to his knee. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Trey, I think this is overused cliche, but accurate tonight. It's a crafty left-hander on the hill.
Sammy swung through a pitch. Looked like a changeup on the inner half, actually.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-2 count now.
Yeah, the starting pitcher doesn't look like he's got an overpowering fastball, but he has mixed in a lot of off-speed pitches.
And so the 2-2 pitch, he throws a little heat, but it's off the edge, and he pushes it full. Now, Sammy's had some real clutch hits, and he's barreled up a few pitches this year as well. So
I'd be curious to see the slugging percentages because even though Sammy hasn't hit a home run, he has had several extra base hits. That's a foul ball.
That almost got us here at the Tradio truck. We're on the left field line, about even between the third base cut and the outfield fence. So we got a long view to home plate, but Sammy just chipped one over here like he was trying to chip to a green.
Like a pretty good sandwich.
Yeah. They got him swinging. The catcher comes up and fires it down to third base. They sling it around the horn, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Grapevine, number 16, Keller Schamberger.
Seems like the wind is dying down a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it has slowed down a bit.
Both pitchers working to get ahead of the batter. The first pitch is called for a strike from the lefty. I wish we knew his name, number 16. He's doing a good job on the hill. Looks like Keller was off stride a little bit on that pitch. He fouled it off to the right side, but it looked like he capped it. It looked like his swing was kind of in front, if that makes sense. He's got an 0-2 count here.
Yeah, their pitchers come right at us so far.
Once again, folks, stay with us. We're going to bring you live audio action. We, due to UIL regulations or UIL restrictions, we're unable to bring you a video feed for this game. Schamberger fouls off one that was a little up in the zone, but he had to swing at that one.
Yeah, it looked like an off-speed pitch that he wasn't sure about, but I think he had to swing at that because it would have been called a strike.
Bases are empty. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schamberger.
Oh, wow.
Tough. You know, you don't see him look at many strikes, but the pitcher did get a call. That looked like it was a pitcher's pitch, low and outside.
That would be my guess. Outside corner.
Yeah, so we're going to dial back on the ambient sound here a little bit because of the wind that we're getting. Northup is at the plate, and he swings through a first pitch strike. So there's 2 outs here. We're in the top of the second inning.
You know, I don't know if the pitcher heard me. I said he wasn't overpowering, and that first pitch actually had pretty good velocity.
Well, that's what you call a crafty left-hander, right?
Yeah, you mix it up.
I mean, you were lefty in college, right?
Hitter, not a.
Oh, okay. You're a right-handed thrower.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He was bringing that okay. Michael was off, behind a little on that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. He swung and fouled it straight back. Yeah, I've got a boisterous crowd. Okay, that's
foul ball.
That's going to get us, isn't it?
No, it's going to miss us.
That's close. These lefties, man, they're trying to make us work way too hard, you know.
It's pretty much standing room only, Trey. We got people standing on both sides of the bleachers.
Yep. It is amazing. Oh, he got a rip. That's going to be a base hit to right field for Northup. Line drive, left the bat, didn't touch down until it got past the cut.
Michael stays hot. That's I mentioned earlier, he's had back-to-back 2-hit games and gets on base again.
Now, the thing about Northup, he's got a little speed, and he's got some wheels that can move, too. I mean, he's a guy that can actually steal a base for you if you need to kind of open things up.
With 2 outs, it is a good running opportunity. Of course, the pitcher, I'm sure, knows that, too.
That mic is hot, by the way. Here we go. He took off on the first pitch, and he got there.
Yep.
Great job. I don't know what the call was down at home plate.
I think it might have been a strike, but
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It looked like it was taken all the way. He didn't even flinch.
good job by Michael there.
That's Schweska standing in the box, right? Number 8.
Yeah, and Keaton's coming off a 2-hit ball game also.
So Mustangs have Northup at second base, an 0-1 count on Schweska, and the pitcher's going to get that high strike. But I think it was a strike. He's just a little off speed. Had him off stride.
Yeah, it was up around the numbers.
0-2. Let's make them earn it here. 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. Well, Keaton stayed behind it. He got a curveball, and Midlothian, he gets a ground ball to the second baseman who fields it cleanly, throws it on to first, and we're done here in the top of the second. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this PLC in for UIL. We'll be right back with you.
The UIL Baseball State Tournament will take place Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. All Conference 4A games will take place at UFCU Dish Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin. Tickets will be available for purchase at a later date. Check the UIL website for more information.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, here we are in the bottom of the second. The Mustangs have 2 hits so far, but no runs. Trey, that's unusual. We've been averaging about a run per hit this season.
Yeah, I think what's happened here in the first 2 innings, both pitchers, well, I guess the Westinator has to handle the second one here, but the pitchers are doing a great job of throwing strikes, letting their defense do the work.
It looks like it's going to be a pitcher's night so far. It's going to be a tight ball game. The ball's not going to carry, which is just going to make it a tighter field out there to drop balls in the outfield.
And so West comes over the top and gets a called strike, and then he delivers a second pitch. Looked like a breaking pitch that was hit the top of the plate and bounced to the back. So we got a 1-1 count. There are no runners on base. This is the leadoff hitter for the bottom of the second. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Looks like Sevy's going to take it himself. He waves off West, touches first base, and slings it to the shortstop to begin the throw around back to the pitcher.
Yeah, nice play right there by Sevy. He was pretty good ways from the bag, but fielded it clean and was able to get there. It's always nice to make that play without a throw if you can.
Sevy's also a guy that's got speed. I mean, you look around, these seniors that are out there, they got wheels, right?
Yeah, everybody, honestly.
Well, I don't know where that pitch was. That looked like the high strike we've been seeing. But
I don't think we have anyone in the starting lineup that doesn't have decent speed.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who I think would not win in a race, but I think if you look at the batting order, the pitcher, and then all the fielders, I don't know where you'd place your money, but it's a 1-1 count, 1-1 count. Now that third pitch is off the plate. We got a left-handed hitter against West right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out here in the bottom of the second. There's a ground ball that's going to be fielded by Brent Lee. He scoops it up from taking half of a knee, slings it to Sevy at first, and they throw it around the infield. It ends up back at Jace, and he tosses it to West. So there's 2 in the books.
Yeah, another nice defensive play right there. We've been doing that all season.
Now batting number 4, Rylan Figueroa.
You know, we probably I probably wasn't super ready for this audio only approach. I've got graphics for the players, and it's a lot more complicated than I thought to get them ready. First pitch is a ball to the right-handed batter. It looks like it's number 4 for the Jags. Oh, that's beautiful. Was that the typical Wes Cunningham crafty off speed, right?
It looked like a 1-1 curveball. Another
Same
one.
pitch, man. Same pitch. He's got 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, if he gets the K here, we're going to have to use a strikeout meter. We're going to go ahead and pop it up, and then we'll roll it off when they come, when the Mustangs come to bat. Wes waste one upstairs. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well, that ball was striked right into the glove of Brent Lee.
Yeah.
If you could draw a line from the bat contact to his glove, that's what you got. Man, a hard hit ball, but nothing for the Jags. And Wes Cunningham shuts them down. We're going to the top of the third. Mustangs looking for base runners and runs.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, one of our sponsors tonight is 5-Star HVAC Contractors. 5-Star's owner, Jose Vargas, is a good buddy of mine. Jose has taken care of my air conditioning problems on several occasions. Jose has been in the business for approximately 15 years, and if you have any service issues or new construction that Jose can help you with, you can reach him at 214-457-8441.
So I got to call him for some Freon. Can he handle that? I mean, I know that means I have a leak somewhere, right?
He can definitely handle that. He's taking care of that for me.
What's that number again, Jeff?
214-457-8441.
And that's Jose Vargas with 5-Star HVAC.
Correct.
So Brent Lee leads off the inning. He takes the first pitch in the dirt from the Jags pitcher. So he's ahead in the count, and I'm sure he's sitting on a fastball here. See what he gets? He got a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Webster runs through some signals to Brent. He is a good bunter on the squad.
He is, but that third baseman's in front of the bag.
Yep, and there's a ball hit to the shortstop. Hug the ground. Shortstop makes a wide throw, but the first baseman keeps a foot on the bag and makes the play for the first out of the inning.
He almost did pull him off the bag there.
Yeah, I mean, is that one where you you got to change what foot's on the bag so you can get a wide step, or I mean, how do you handle that?
Yeah, you should. When that ball's going up the line like that, you should go take that throw with your right foot so you can get farther out there with your left.
Got it.
And vice versa. If it's up towards the home plate, you would touch the bag with your left foot. I'm sorry, just the opposite.
Just the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you ride with it, though. Jace is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. So the Mustangs have turned the order. We're in the top of the third here?
Top of the third.
So on schedule, I guess. Boom. Boy, he drilled that. Is that going to be fair or foul?
Just foul.
Wow. Down the right field line. He got on that pitch, didn't he?
Yeah, it was hit hard, just a little bit foul. Jace hit one hard to the shortstop his first time up, first pitch swinging.
Yeah, he got a called strike there on the inside corner, so it's a 2-2 count.
The umpire is calling that high strike, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get a call on the last inning on one of those, but Jay steps in, the pitcher comes set and delivers a 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled on the outside of the first baseline beyond Coach Blackwell, right?
Yeah, he was a little tardy, but did a good job battling it off.
Man, I tell you what, I really like these 4 umpires. This normally I don't think I think you'd see a 3-man crew for the playoffs, but I mean they're treating Grapevine like they're the number 2 team in the state. And ground ball to the second baseman by Jace, who fields it cleanly, throws on to first. 2 outs in the inning now. Nobody's getting fooled on either side, right?
Both of our hits in the first 2 innings came with 2 outs, so we'll see if that trend continues right here with Gianni.
I think Gianni may have gotten it with 1 out, but Jason.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
So those allergies are kicking in, I think.
They're affecting my thinking too, apparently.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe the pitcher didn't get that call. That was a beautiful slow curve right at the knees. He got that one. So that was a more of a straight pitch. I can't tell the pitch from our angle.
Yeah, that like a fastball.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gianni. I don't know where that is, but everybody
Popped up on the infield.
No, that's a tough play. First baseman ends up calling for it and making the play, and that'll be it for the Mustangs. Both pitchers are throwing strikes. This game's moving right along. We're rolling to the bottom of the 3rd. Let's talk a little bit about McKinley and Hutchins, your Colleyville CPAs. If you, let's say you filed that return and you're pretty disappointed about what went down on your return, the check you had to write, or let's say that you filed an extension because April 15th or 18th or the date that they gave you was not good enough. Well, hey, listen, pick up the phone today, tonight, tomorrow. If you live in the North Tarrant County area, and call McKinley and Hutchins, your Colleyville CPAs, 817-310-0165. Patrick McKinley had a son that was on the last playoff team for the Mustangs, Conlon McKinley. You talked about seeing him pitch in the second game.
Yeah, Conlon started.
Are we getting some feedback over there?
No, that's not for the broadcast. But yeah, we were looking at some highlights from 2021, and Conlon started that game too against Burleson. No, that wasn't Burleson. Granbury.
Yeah.
And the Mustangs lost a tough one that night.
Yeah, it was a difficult game, and I'm sure that everybody that participated in it thought about how it went down. But that's the way the chips fell, and grateful to have the Mustangs back in the playoffs now. Here we go. This team is special. They got a lot of talent. The talent's going to take them a long way.
Yeah, definitely looking for better and bigger things this year.
Okay, so the first batter stepping in. I don't know. What do we got? Uh-oh.
Equipment issue.
Oh, okay. I think there's something wrong with his helmet. Maybe there was a chip in it, either a chip in it or a crack in it. But the home plate umpire, sent the batter back to the dugout to get a better helmet, Jeff. Wes, number 27, had a little mustard on that, kept it down.
Good pitch.
Brought the heat. The batter swung right through it. Sounded like he foul tipped it.
He may have. Gianni caught it.
Wow, it looked like another one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wes is throwing hard.
Yeah, he is. He's. That's a tough play. Jump out. That's another foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trey, look where our outfielders are at tonight. Have you seen all year that much distance between our outfielders and the fence?
No, that's because it's a 600-foot fence, it feels like.
There's easily 70 feet between, and Sammy probably more like 100 feet.
Wes picks up a strikeout. Let's see if we can do the first the first strikeout meter. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see if it comes through. I guess it's a possibility that it's not going to work. Let's see. Son of a gun. I was so proud of that too, you know. Let's see. Maybe I turned it off. Oh, I turned it off. Boom. There it is.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to blame it on the cracked monitor.
Yeah, somehow that won't work. That's our K meter. We're going to keep that up during the playoffs if we get to do any more games, especially with Dr. K tomorrow.
It's a nice pitch right there.
Yeah, Westinator's ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. This is second time through, isn't it? Is this have they flipped the order as well?
They've only had that one reach on base on an error. They haven't had a hit yet.
Oh, he just struck him out. You know what? Let's do it again. Okay, you ready? It's 3, 2, 1. Westinator, baby.
Wow. I like how it drops in from the top.
That's because somebody's pinning it to the wall, right? All right. So we got the strikeout meter working. That's good. Wes, coming into this inning, there was nothing on the strikeout meter.
It gets ahead right there.
Wow. Seems like he's changed up his pattern a little bit. Looks good. Number 15 is batting for the Jags, and the second pitch is in the dirt. So we have a 1-1 count, 1-1 strike with 2 outs here. We're in the bottom of the third, coming at you live from Midlothian Heritage High School. He got that low strike call. That was awesome, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The batter is kind of upset about that call, but
this should be their leadoff hitter.
It went both ways, right? Oh, did he not get him just then? Did you see that pitch?
I'm guessing he set up outside. It looked good.
It looked good to me. You turned and looked at me like, what happened?
We don't have the best angle.
No, I guess we don't. There's a ground ball. It might sneak through.
Play.
Oh, my gosh. 2-2 pitch is hitting the hole on the left side. Not with a tremendous amount of force, but with enough to get to the left field.
The ball had eyes.
Yeah. All right. So Wes is we're back to a runner at first base and 2 outs here. And those are the strikeouts you see on your screen for the strikeout meter. Oh, what a great pitch. Came over the top with that breaker.
A nice curveball to get ahead.
Yeah. Hit him right at the knees. An 0-1 count now. The runner at first base has a reasonable lead from what I can see. Yeah, there we go. I think Wes thought so too. He threw over to first base. Or that may have been called from the dugout. You know.
Well, we mentioned earlier, 2 outs is a good spot to run. So
yeah, he got another half step. Look at that.
That's
when
when
lead.
Michael Northup stole that base with 2 outs.
Well, he got another step, man. Would not be surprised to see him go. And Wes can see that out of the corner of his eye. I'm sure that ball's down.
That was a nice block by Gianni, actually. That ball
should have been at the backstop.
Off the plate and in the dirt.
1-1 count now with 2 outs and a runner at first base. A very aggressive lead at first.
That's their leadoff hitter too. Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was leaning. Wes just spun around and threw it to first base and had the guy leaning, but he was able to dive back.
He definitely was leaning towards second.
Yeah, he was gone on that pitch, wasn't he?
He is their leadoff hitter, so presumably he runs pretty well.
He shortened up a half step here, but I think he's going on. Wes throws over again to first base. And getting this guy to expend some energy with all those dives back, that's a good thing, right, Jeff?
You would think that would slow him down going to second. He's going.
He's gone. And then we got a ground ball to the shortstop who comes up, throws it to first.
Wow.
And there's a call that only happens if you have an umpire at every bag. The throw from the shortstop was behind the bag at first. Sevy pulled his foot to get to it, and the first base umpire said he didn't hold the bag. So I think that'll go down. I don't know if it'll go as a hit. It'll go as an error.
The scoreboard called it an error.
Yeah. So runners are on first and second now for the Jags here in the bottom of the third. Nothing's been hit hard. Even that ball wasn't hit hard.
No.
Okay, there's a ball to Jace. Just
Should be an
step
out.
on your bag. He fields it on 2 hops, runs right to third base, steps on it, and the Mustangs run off the field and head to the dugout. We're going to the top of the fourth. We're moving right along here, and
Flying by, Trey.
yeah, let's talk about the Fielder Park Dental and Chip Mercer. Great sponsor for Mustang activities. Really has done a very nice job of supporting in every way he can, from football to baseball, and we certainly appreciate we appreciate him doing that for us tonight, being part of our sponsor with Fielder Park Dental. Well, I don't know what to say about what's going on here. This is we got 3 innings in the books, 2 hits for the Mustangs, 1 hit for the Jaguars. And the Mustangs, though, I see something up there that I don't see a lot of.
What's that?
On the board, under the E section.
That is unusual. I mentioned a game or two ago, I can't recall one district game where we had more than 1 error, and we do have 2 on the board early. Just plays that we didn't make, but fortunately, it didn't cost us a run. So we dodged some bullets there, and
well, I gotta turn off the K meter. It's only for our pitcher.
Okay.
So Sevy's going to lead off here. He's the 3-hole for the Mustangs. It's the 2nd time up for him.
Well, that third baseman likes to play on the grass.
He is. I mean, he is really being aggressive.
Another pop-up on the infield.
Yep. They got under it, and they called it. Second baseman right there to make the catch. I guess they got a lot of good contrast. We got plenty of clouds above us right now.
Yeah.
It's not a high sky by any means. And so the Mustangs, Sevy goes down on a pop-up to the second baseman, pretty high up, but playable. Now Ryan Williams is batting for the Mustangs. Okay, he sends one to the outfield. That's going to knock down. That might be down.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a play by the shortstop. Oh, my Lord. They both were converging on it, and he just kind of reached out with a big step and grabbed it.
His back was to the infield. That's a very, very good play by that shortstop.
Very mature. Kind of a lazy pop that looked like it had base hit written all over it.
It looked like it was going to fall. I don't think the center fielder was going to get there.
So with 2 outs, that brings up the 5-hole for the Mustangs. That's number 10, Sammy Kelly. Hit a few shots over here, or hit 1 shot over here. I thought he intentionally was targeting us last time. You know?
Sammy fouls a lot of balls off.
He watches the first pitch for a called strike at the knees. And he hits a ground ball. That's going to be a tough play. They may not know how fast Sammy is, and he beats it to first base.
There we go.
Wow, they did not know how fast he is, did they?
No, he gets down the line in a hurry.
Wow. It's a routine 2-hop ball to the first baseman, who actually it was kind of in the gap.
He did have to go in the hole a bit.
He had to shift to his right to try to come up with it, and the first baseman was the pitcher was slow getting off the mound to cover. And by the time he realized that Sammy was getting there faster than him, there was no way he could adjust. Sammy just outran it. That'd be an infield hit.
It was an infield hit, yeah.
Schamberger, the Schambergler, fouls off the first pitch again to the right. Sammy has a reasonable lead at first. He's a good base runner. And I think there's another shot. Schamberger's trying to hit us.
Yeah, he had a big cut there.
Yeah. He's behind now. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Coach Webster runs through some signals for Sammy. He looks like he's got another half step this time.
Might be a good pitch to run on.
Might be a good run on first move.
He's going.
Yeah.
He got hit.
Schamberger got hit. I guess that's okay. I think Sammy had the base stolen, but
Well, in an 0-2 count, though, it's nice to get bailed out with a hit by pitch.
yeah,
so
exactly.
I'll take that.
Yep. Mustangs got something cooking here now.
And that brings up our hottest hitter right now, Michael Northup.
I think that's probably true. He got a hit in the first inning, right? Line
Right.
drive.
5 hits in the last 3 games,
Wow.
and we're only halfway into this one.
Yeah. Oh, another. That was a good cut. He was off. Timing was off a bit on that one.
Yeah, he had a good aggressive cut.
Runner, Sammy Kelly at second base. The Schambergler is at first base. And so Money Mike is in the box now with an 0-1 count. 2 outs here. That ball's way up. The catcher had to jump up to grab it. Hey, we need a one off the tip of the glove. Get these guys moved up to second and third, and then get a base knock by Money.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, he ripped that ball
Another
right up
hit.
the middle. That's a great job. Sammy's going to score. There's going to be a play at the plate.
Oh, he
Sammy
slipped.
fell down.
Uh,
Unfortunate, guys. Unfortunate. Sammy rounded third and slipped. He fell. I mean,
yeah, he slipped in that grass.
I don't know if there's moisture in the grass or what, but he slipped. I mean, he had home plate.
Yeah, he definitely scores there if he doesn't slip, and he was in no man's land. He had gone too far to get back and did the best he could to try and avoid the tag, but that was just unfortunate there.
Wow, that's a tough break for the Mustangs. Sammy got up from slipping and just went straight to the plate. The catcher still didn't have the ball, but he got it, bobbled it a little bit, and then Sammy tried to go around him. He tagged him. I mean, there was, like you said, nothing he could do at that point. And that's unfortunate. Northup, another freaking rip. That was an off speed. That was a curveball.
That's 3 straight games with 2 hits for Michael.
In fuego is what they would say in other places.
This is not the Spanish broadcast. Let's just say on fire.
Yeah, okay. Well, come on. We got to spice it up a little bit. So the Mustangs are back out here. That means I need to turn on. You know what I need to turn on, right? I got to turn the K meter back on.
Okay.
Tragic. I think I read somewhere. This is one of their big hitters.
I believe he's the third baseman, I believe. He's a big
just
kid.
Bombed one to either the second baseman or the outfielder. Money comes up, calls off Brent, takes the play. Boy, that was a high fly ball, and he had to run a long way to get to it.
He did, but much easier for that outfielder to make that play coming in. So good job by Michael calling off Brent and taking charge there.
Now batting number 9, Carter Rutenbar.
So Carter's up to bat, and we've got 1 out in the inning. No, he didn't get that pitch that time. That's a place he's been given a call at the knees.
He has been calling that low strike.
So we got a 1-0 count with 1 out. Wow. He brought the mustard there, but he missed outside. Gianni grabs it and throws it back to the pitcher. Wes is ready for the third pitch. Just challenged him right there.
Yeah,
said,
got
hey,
it.
2 balls, no strikes. I'm not going to put you on for nothing.
Got it by him.
And he was late on it. Fouled it back.
Definitely.
So we got a 2-1 count here with 1 out. And we're in the bottom of the 4th. And we're coming at you live with a broken monitor. I got about 40%, 30% of my monitor is not usable. 30% of the screen. Maybe not that much, but
You got a spider web up there.
yeah. I don't exactly know what I can do to fix it.
There you go. Got that high strike.
Yep.
Good to see that go both ways because he's called it on us.
He has. So the count is full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wes, he deals. He keeps it low. Got a ground ball to the second baseman. Brent Lee made a great
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Another highlight play, but right there by Brent
I
Lee.
mean, he dove to his backhand. The ball, it looked like it was going to be hit.
It was up the middle, and
Yeah.
Brent
The guy's left-handed, wasn't he?
Left-handed hitter, yeah.
He hit it up the middle. Brent dove to his backhand on the dirt, laid out, and then got to his knees and fired a strike to first base.
Second play I remember him making like that this year.
Oh yeah, he did a big play like that at Argyle.
But he went into the first base hole that time.
Yeah, you're
This
right.
one was up the middle.
Yep, that's great. First pitch is a ball. Another left-hander batting for. Oh, that guy drilled that ball. It's going to be in the gap. No, Ryan Williams tracks it down. I got a guy. His name is Ryan Williams, and he's in left field, and he tracks down baseballs. So that was a good rip. We had some balls that were hit well, but the Mustangs' defense was shining right there.
They stepped up. Yeah, nice play by Ryan. He got a good break and made it look fairly easy.
All right, we're going to play some more stuff from the UIL, and we'll be right back.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Texas for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we're in the bottom of the fifth inning, still a scoreless ball game. The pitching has dominated so far. The Mustangs have scattered some hits, but not been able to get that run across.
Actually, Jeff's allergies are affecting him. We're in the top of the fifth, actually. Mustangs are batting.
Okay.
And is that Keaton? Looks like Keaton Schweska up for the Mustangs. Boy, he jumped on the first pitch, and he got a base hit line drive up the middle. Keaton with a nice one. I just saw some text messages. Just want to say congratulations to some folks in Alabama in the Hoover area. Briarwood Christian School girls soccer team competes with the large classification 6A because they're a private school. They got to play 2 levels up, and they just won the third round of the playoffs, 6-0 in the third round. So looking good. That Brent squares the bunt. So shout out to Briarwood Christian Lions girls soccer team.
You've got a niece on that team,
I got
right?
a niece on that team, and I think now they're in the Final Four.
That's awesome.
Not too bad. 2 games away from glory. Schweska jumped on that first pitch, Jeff.
He did. We've hit 4 or 5 first pitches, it seems. Britt was squaring around the bunt there again.
Yep. 1 ball, no strikes. Third baseman's charging hard. Do a slash for me here one time, would you? Brent Lee at the plate, called strike there. He was squaring.
Yeah, that third baseman's in his kitchen.
Yeah, there's going to be a point in time where Coach Webster says, yeah, pull it back and rip. Throw over to first base, and a little bit different move this time from the lefty to first base, and Keaton got back with very little difficulty. Nobody out, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're coming at you. Keaton takes off for second base, and he is there.
Go.
Wow, he got a great jump.
So that's another stolen base for the Mustangs.
Second one for the night or third one?
Michael stole one earlier. Have we had
Sammy? Well, no, he ended up. Schamberger got hit.
That's right.
Pitch.
He probably had it stole, but it was a hit by pitch.
So this is 2 balls, 1 strike with nobody out, runner at second base. This is a high probability that number 4 is going to square around. And he does. He squares, and first baseman charges hard. It's a great bunt.
Nice.
To
Make
the third
baseman.
He might beat it out. He will. It is a base hit by Brent Lee. A base hit. Just a perfect bunt.
Yeah, first and third with nobody out. He made that third baseman field it. That was perfect.
Toward the mound, too. I mean, the pitcher probably should have got that one. Wow. You know, that guy has got some textbook bunts this year. Right?
He's had several for a base hit this year.
Mustangs putting pressure on the defense. Runners on first and third now. Nobody out. Top of the fifth.
And that brings Jace to the plate.
And top of the order coming up. Yep. Wow. Now, this is a spot I've seen this bunt in this situation before. Maybe not with one of your hottest hitters. Oh, yeah. He's squaring. Okay, now look at this. I do want to show you something here. They were doing an early rotation. If he wants to steal second base, he could have him square around.
Nobody's there.
No, nobody's there.
Yeah.
The 15 was going to third base, and the second baseman was rolling to first.
Yeah, that's.
If he gets him squaring, yep.
Oh,
there's
swinging.
it. It's going to be a backhander to the shortstop, and
He pulled him.
He pulled him
Yeah.
with a high throw to first. Run scores for the Mustangs. Brent Lee moves up to second base, and Jace goes to first. It was a three hopper.
Yeah, tough play by the shortstop there, and it was a high throw, pulled that first baseman up, and just in time for Jace to beat it.
And he was a running back in middle school, so you know he's got some wheels too.
I think they may give him a hit on that. It was a tough play.
Yeah, I don't see an error. They're trying to figure out how to rule it right now. So number 12's up. Now listen, this guy's a great batter for this spot. He's also an excellent bunter, and he's got really good speed.
I think there's going to be a mound visit first.
Oh, yeah. This is Mustangs are about to put some supersized pressure on
You hear those Mustang fans coming alive. We've got something working this inning.
Yeah. This is great. So once again, we can't bring you video of the game because of UIL restrictions, and they actually are pushing this out to NFHS tonight. But we appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you being here with us. The Mustangs are ahead 1-0, thanks to a infield hit. They did give Jace a hit.
They did.
An infield hit by Jace that followed an infield bunt hit by Brent Lee to put runners at first and third, and then Jace gets an infield hit to drive in the first Mustangs run.
Yeah, that's 6 hits now for the Mustangs.
So Gianni, he squares, and he puts a great bunt down to the pitcher. Oh, they're going to go to second base, though. That he bunted it right back to the pitcher, and the pitcher had a choice. Yeah. And he made a good choice, I think.
He did, but at least we got that runner to third with one out.
Yeah, right, exactly. So Aiden Armato comes in to run for Gianni at first base. So they threw Jace out on a fielder's choice at second base. Pitcher to the shortstop that was covering. And so Gianni ended up at first, and Brent Lee's at third, but Aiden Armato came in to run for Gianni. Yeah. So now runners at first and third with only one out for the Mustangs.
He's
Aiden
running.
Armato takes off on the first pitch, and the catcher just comes up and fires it back to the pitcher, trying to fake the runner at third.
Well, it was kind of an odd fake.
It was. He looked at third, didn't he?
Well, he came up like he was going to gun it to second, then he just kind of lobbed it back to the pitcher. It didn't fool Brent Lee at third base for sure.
Nope. So the Mustangs putting pressure on the defense. Runners at second and third now. There's a 1-ball, no strike count. Wow.
They do have the infield in also here, Trey.
This is a good guy to have in this spot. Number 24 can deliver in the clutch here. We need him to put a line drive over the first baseman's head. 1-ball, 1 strike. The outfield is playing about the same depth we are tonight, looks like.
The wind seems to be picking up again, too.
Ooh, there's a rip. Man.
He almost took out Coach Webster with that one.
Coach Webster had to do a toe tap, a double toe tap.
If the fence wasn't here, he'd take out the Tradio truck.
The Tradio truck would have been in big-time trouble. Anyway, Sevy got around on it. It's a 1-ball, 2 strike count. Runners at second and third. Armato's at second. Brent Lee's at third. Oh, he kept his hands back.
That'll get the run in.
He drove it to deep center.
That'll get the run in.
Center fielder catches it, and he's got a really good arm, but he's not going to get there in time. And,
Oh, we're going to score here, Trey. We're going to try.
He got there. He's safe. They gave him an out call, didn't they?
Yeah, that was worth the risk, though. With 2 outs, that's worth the chance. They made a good throw, put the tag on him.
Yeah.
And actually, it was a bang-bang play.
Well, so here's what happened, folks. We had a big fly ball to center field. Armato at second, Brent Lee at third. It was a deep fly ball, deep enough to score the run for third, but the guy's got a good arm.
Yeah, center fielder made a good throw just to make it fairly close.
And that ball went over the catcher's head.
The ball got away from the catcher. And Aiden never stopped. He just kept going, and it was they made a good relay from the fence to get him out at home.
Yeah. It was a banger. Now, of course, we're not down there. We didn't have a good angle, but there, half the stands thought he was safe, and the other half thought he was out, right?
Yeah, we know which side was happy with that call, but the Mustangs do pick up that second run. So got a 2-0 ball game headed to the bottom of the fifth this time.
Yeah, I think that bodes well for us. Now, listen, we're going back on defense, so you know what that means. We got to bring up the – tell me what it is.
The K-meter?
The K-meter. That's right. And so Wes is – taking his warm-up pitches, and just to kind of replay the defensive configuration for the Mustangs for this game, it's really the same lineup that played for the back half of most of the district games. And one thing that's important to note is Northup is out there, even though we got a lefty on the mound.
Right. We saw a few games where there was a right-handed batter, Ethan Jacobson, starting in right field, but Michael's been so hot, no way you take his bat out of the lineup right now. Michael's had his third consecutive 2-hit ball game tonight.
Williams in left, Kelly in center field, Northup in right. Across the infield is Christian at third base, Schweska at shortstop. First pitch is a beauty by Wes, and he didn't get the call. That was a strike earlier in the game, it seemed like. It was right at the knees, a breaking pitch. Second base for the Mustangs is Brent Lee. First base is Sevia Geary. Of course, the starting pitcher tonight is Wes Cunningham. Ball's downstairs. Fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. And catcher is Gianni Corral.
Trey, that wind seems to be picking up. I hope that tape's going to hold.
It actually is picking up significantly. I don't know. I'm really disappointed about. I was happy with this monitor. So let me turn up some ambient so that.
West did get the call there to make it 3-1.
Putting a lot of pressure on the tape. I can feel it.
Yeah.
The batter swung right through one, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. It's the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs cracked open a scoreless game in the top of the 5th, plating 2 runs, and they're ahead right now, 2-0. Let me see if I can at least put a scoreboard up there that makes sense. Three twos your count.
Hitter stepped out here to make Wes think a little bit.
Is that a base hit to center field? It is. Okay, so the Jaguars pick up their 3rd hit, I guess, of the game. Right? All right, we're going to try this one more time. See if it works. Looks like maybe we might have more luck. Okay.
Cam Aguilar at the plate for the Jaguars.
Right.
He's bunting. Well.
Oh,
he's going to get him.
He got it. Wow. Don't know exactly what happened there.
It was a missed bunt was what it was.
So that guy's spent, right?
Nice throw right there by Gianni, but Yeah, the runner got a very late break. The ball was kind of in the dirt, but he was squared around the bunt.
What was that pitch? Was it a ball or strike? Oh, there's another strike.
Not sure what they called that first pitch. The scoreboard has an 0-1 count right now.
Yeah.
Actually, 1-1 count.
Yeah, right. Swing and a miss by the batter that time. West brought the heat on him right there, didn't he?
Yeah, Wes is still throwing with nice velocity.
I'm glad we got our scoreboard working, and I'm sure you guys out there are glad as well. Let me go ahead and put the 2 runs on the Mustangs side of the ledger. We got a 2-2 count. Oh, what a great.
Add a K, Trey.
You know what? We got to add a K. We get to go to the K meter and add one. That's one of the most exciting things we got going on tonight. K meter. Boom. Boom. There it goes. All right.
There's been a game or two where I think that K would have been infringing on the G over there.
Yeah, first pitch is a strike by Wes. He's got a little bit of a mojo working here now. And he deals another breaking pitch, and he got the call from the umpire. Wow. He just put it right across the knees. Really good stuff by Cunningham. He's only given up 2 hits, and we're in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
And that's a great spot for an 0-2 pitch. It was low and outside. Gianni had to shift his weight out there and kind of do his glove underhanded to get to it, right? Wow.
Yeah.
You see that lightning?
I did.
Strike 3.
Add another one.
Strike 3. Let me go ahead. We'll add another one to the meter. Boom.
So 2-0 ball game headed to the top of the 6th. Mustangs on top.
And we'll talk a little bit about the 10th Man Club, who has helped us bring you these games all year long. Let me go ahead and just give a shout out to the Grapevine High School 10th Man Booster Club. Really committed to bringing you these broadcasts in a way that we build a tight following for Mustang baseball fans, you know.
Well, we've talked about it all year, Trey. The work that Booster Club has done on the field, on the program, you know, pretty much anything that the coaches have asked for, the Booster Club has supported. This program has never been in better shape financially than they are right now, and at least the 5-6 years that I've been around the program, I've never seen the field look any better than it does at the Corral.
Yeah, it really is looking tight. So 2-0. There's no action in the Mustangs bullpen. I don't see any action over there in the Jaguars bullpen either. So these pitchers are going to be riding shotgun.
Well, there's been a lot of early at bat outs. So the pitch counts for both pitchers, I believe, are relatively modest, and Wes has only given up 2 hits. So there's no reason to think that Wes doesn't have another inning in him, if not 2.
Right. So looks like Ryan Williams.
That is Ryan. Yeah.
The first pitch to him is a ball. So he fouls one off on the second pitch. Hopefully you can get a little bit of hearing on that from our other microphone that we set up to pick up the ambient. Oh, he kept his hands back on that curveball, hit it right up the middle. And the second baseman, what an arm. Did you see that throw? That was pretty good.
He made a nice play. Ryan almost beat it out, but he made a strong throw to get him by a step.
Second baseman for the Jags, he ranged over to his right. That ball was headed up the middle, and he got to it, and he planted his foot and fired a 85-mile-an-hour strike to the first baseman. Sammy Kelly at the dish now for the Mustangs. Takes the first pitch low.
Sammy had an infield hit his last at bat.
Ooh. Well, there's a lot of places that you'll take a ball and let it hit you, but at the bill of your helmet is not one of them, is it?
That's kind of scary up there.
Yeah. It was an off-speed pitch, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was just a curveball that didn't break.
But reaction, you're going to get out of the way.
Yeah, you don't intentionally take one in the head.
No. So Sammy's ahead in the count. He's got a 3-0 count here, and I'm pretty sure he'll be taken. We're going to turn the ambient down a little bit because the wind picked up.
Third baseman for the Jaguars is going to go talk to the pitcher.
It's a 3-0 count with 1 out. I guess Sammy will be taken. I guess he'd be taken.
I would think so.
You can't. I mean, if the wind was blowing the other way from where we are to right field, maybe you'd turn him loose and let him try to turn on one. But he's got a low probability of doing much in this wind. It's picked up.
It'd take Babe Ruth to drive one out of here tonight to right field.
I'm not sure he could. I mean, that's a lot further than he takes a pitch low.
Yeah.
So Sammy's going to be on first base. Mustangs have a fast runner, kind of an aggressive base runner too. He gets the best lead of anybody on the team, in my opinion.
He does get an aggressive lead, and that brings Keller to the plate, who was hit by the pitch his last at bat.
So, we got timeout on the field, or we have a balk? What do they got?
I think he just stepped off.
Oh, okay, got it. This is my favorite monitor. Really?
That's how it always happens, right?
I can't believe it's broken now. That's no good. You can't fix that. I got to buy another one for. I'm going to do some taping out at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles in a week. So if the Mustangs are in the playoffs, we hope they are. But
he's running. Oh, another hit by pitch.
Dang.
I'm not sure what Keller did to that pitcher, but that's 2 in a row.
Now it's the exact same situation. Well, I guess there's 1 out now. So Sammy took off on the pitch, same way he did last time.
Right.
This time, Schamberger got squared up in the shoulder, didn't he?
Well, it brings our hottest hitter to the plate. Michael's 2 for 2 tonight, and just been in fuego, as Trey said earlier.
Yeah, Sammy with a good lead at second base. Oh, gosh, he hit one, but it's going to be playable, it looks like. Left fielder right in front of us.
Yeah, he had him a little bit off stride there on a curveball.
Catches the fly ball. Money Mike got under the ball a little bit and pushed it over here to the left fielder. Shortstop originally called it, but then left fielder caught him off. So if you're joining us late, we can't bring you video for this game because of UIL restrictions. So we're bringing you an audio-only broadcast.
He's running.
Look at that. And he's got it, doesn't he? Nope, they got him. You know, that was probably I don't know. Tough break there. Sammy took off, and the catcher just threw a BB.
Yeah, he threw it.
He put it right in front of the bag in the glove. Yeah.
He doesn't. If that throw's just a little high, he gets in there.
Yeah.
Sammy took the bag up with a slide, apparently, having some field maintenance issues.
Yeah, that was a tough way to get out of the inning. But I mean, it's a high risk, high reward kind of situation, right? We've talked so many times about what it means to get that guy to third base and how many different ways to score there are when you're at third base.
We've scored quite a few runs this year on pass balls from third base, and that you can't score on a pass ball if you're a second. So there is a lot of value in getting that runner to third base. And as expected, Wes is back on the mound in the bottom of the sixth here. Still no action in the Mustangs bullpen.
All right, Jeff, what do I need to send out there now? Right here. What am I doing? What am I putting out there? What's the graphic I'm about to bring up? You got to tell everybody.
Here comes the K meter.
Boom.
You know, Trey, there's been a few games where I really think the K's would be threatening the G over there.
Oh yeah, I only set it up where 13 was the max.
Okay.
So if somebody throws more than 13 Ks, it's gonna break.
Okay. Well, I'd like to break the system.
Yeah, let's try it. Looks like they're at the top of their order again, right?
Yeah, this is their leadoff hitter.
Oh, he promptly gets in there and takes an off-speed pitch and yanks it right in the hole for a single. Went off the glove of Schweska, but
that's a base hit all the way.
Even if he dives for it and catches it, I mean, he did dive for it, but even if he comes up with it, he's not throwing that kid out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a base hit.
Yeah.
Now batting number 2, Carter Pace.
Stands come alive now for first pitch is a ball. Downstairs. So the Jags have their leadoff man, the number 1 spot in the order.
And you remember we almost picked him last time.
Yeah, he's got an aggressive lead now. Oh, that umpire, he turned his shoulders like he was going to call that high pitch, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that was just a tad too high.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes the count 3-0.
Looks like the Joker is coming down here to loosen up in the pen for the Mustangs. And that batter gets away. It's going to be ball 4. So the Jags now have runners on first and second.
Coach Webster's going to come out for a visit.
Yeah, nobody out. This is the right time to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think just talk to Wes, and you know he's been on his game all night. Get him settled down, and no reason to think he can't get out of this inning.
Once again, we appreciate you guys being with us. We hope we didn't mismanage expectations. Tonight's game is an audio-only broadcast due to UIL restrictions. But we appreciate our sponsors for the broadcast, Filter Park Dental with Chip Mercer, Dr. Mercer, and 5-Star HVAC Contractors with Jose Vargas.
Jose Vargas,
Yep.
Correct.
McKinley and Hutchins CPA. Patrick McKinley is a big, huge Mustangs fan, and of course, the CJ Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. I can't leave out the 10th Man Club. Anyway, Mustangs under a little duress. This is really the first time tonight that Wes has been in a situation where he's throwing stress pitches.
Yeah, it's definitely a big spot in the game.
Wow, did you see that one? He just went back and threw a perfect breaking pitch for a called strike. I think they surely talked about defense, but Sevy's playing behind the guy at first base.
He's kind of creeping in, just keeping him honest, but.
Yeah, this might be one of those times where you could run a play. You know, we've talked about it before, picking up and out where, you know, a free out on the basis.
Yeah, that the runner at first has kind of tightened his lead up.
He's shortened up.
Yeah.
So the batter squares, and he bunts it to Wes, who's going to have to go to first for his only play. Did he get him? Yeah, he got him. Boy, that was a banger at first base.
That was close. That was close.
That guy got down the line, but he did his job. He advanced the runners to second and third for the Jaguars.
Yeah, that puts the tying run at second base.
With only one out. I don't know, Jeff. Maybe we should have put some. I should probably get that tape out and tape it down a little more, but it doesn't matter. That monitor it's going to go in the trash anyway, I guess. Unless I can figure out a way to fix it. The Joker is getting ready in the pen. Looks like he's throwing with look like Mason Mendiola's down there just catching him up.
Yeah. This is the cleanup hitter. You mentioned you had heard of Hunter Trogic as one of their top hitters.
Yeah.
He is their cleanup hitter and third baseman.
Yeah. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Should be two.
No, one out.
Yeah, we gave up the run. I guess I'm not paying close enough attention.
Well, they had second and third, but
Yeah.
nice play right there by Keaton to get that second out. Now you just get the batter and hopefully get out of here with that 2-1 lead.
Yep. Well, this is tightened up here in the bottom of the sixth, right?
We are in the bottom of the sixth. Wow.
That was a good cut he took, wasn't it?
He pulled that one into the first base dugout.
He was looking for that off speed, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he squared it up and yanked it to
way
the
out
dugout.
in front.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's an 0-1 count. West got ahead. Runner at third base, of course, if you're wow, what a great off-speed pitch. Did you see him? He just, no way he could get to it. Swung right through it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was back-to-back off-speed pitches.
Yeah.
He still had him off balance.
Yeah. Really good. Uh-oh, he drilled that ball.
Michael's on it.
And Northup is on it. That was a line shot. That won't go down as a fly ball and game changer, will it?
No, that was a line drive right at Michael. A little fortunate for the Mustangs, but we'll take it. So we go to the top of the seventh, holding on to that 2-1 lead.
Joker's getting ready in the pen. We'll see after a quick break.
The UIL Baseball State Tournament will take place Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. All Conference 4A games will take place at UFCU Dish Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin. Tickets will be available for purchase at a later date. Check the UIL website for more information.
All right, let's go ahead and bring our listeners up to what's going on, Jeff. I think the scoreboard is accurate, although I got to give one more hit to the bad guys. They're not bad guys, but this weekend they're bad guys, right? You know?
Well, I mentioned to you earlier, Trey, my alma mater, South Alabama, is the Jaguars, so it's a little tough for me rooting against Jaguars, but I'm definitely rooting against them tonight.
Yeah, I hear you. And they're the same color. Didn't you say
They are the same colors, the red with that a bit of a royal blue.
Yeah, I wish I could describe to you the sunset that we're getting to experience here It is a canvas where somebody painted some clouds with three-dimensional lighting, and then somebody took an orange, Fanta orange color and darkened it up a bit.
And we're kind of out here in the country too, Trey. You get a bit more of the view than you'd get in Grapevine.
It's really awesome. First pitch is a strike.
That's Keaton at the plate.
Oh, he drilled another one. That guy, unfortunately, right to the center fielder. He's seeing the ball well, isn't he?
Yeah, Keaton's been swinging the bat well.
Mustangs strung together. Just some smart plays and some bunting, well-executed bunting, and actually some good calls from the bench, or, Coach Webster on those bunts. They were really good, especially the first and third one.
Yeah, no, we've executed the bunt well tonight. We've got 6 hits, and that's usually
6 runs.
A recipe for 6 runs, but not tonight. We had one unfortunate slip when we would have scored a run and just stranded a few runners.
Sure would like a little insurance right here.
We got a pinch hitter here. Lolly is pinch hitting for Brent Lee.
Oh, he drilled one, but it's going to stay up.
Yeah.
This wind, anything to right center is just going to stay up in the air.
Yeah, there's balls that are not on a line like that are hanging up for the outfielder to run under.
He got good contact, right?
He did, but you almost have to hit the ball on a downward angle tonight. It's just hanging up too much.
Yeah, the wind is swirling out there. Look at the flags by the scoreboard. They're going every which way.
Yeah.
First pitch is a ball to Jace. Second pitch is a ball. We really need some insurance, Jeff. I'm not really happy with a 1-run differential.
Yeah, that's a little too close for comfort for sure. That's a ball. That's a base hit.
Man. Jace Christian hit it to right center, but on a line over the second baseman's head. That may be his first hit of the game, huh?
I believe that is his first hit. Hit one hard in his first at bat, but right at the shortstop. So, yeah, the Mustangs are up to 7 hits tonight. Jaguars haven't made an error, so they haven't helped us any on the defensive side.
No, they actually have played flawlessly. In fact, made some really good plays.
Yeah.
We talked about second baseman and shortstop both.
Yep.
And the Mustangs have had their fair share of good plays.
Yeah, Brent made a really nice play.
Wow, did you see the runner was leaving on the pitch? But,
yeah, the pitcher flagged that one down. That almost got over his glove.
Yeah, Gianni grounds out to the pitcher. Pitcher, first baseman for the third out of the inning. Hey, Mustangs can wrap up game 1 with some strong pitching here, and guess what? Number 27, the senior, is going to the mound to take care of business. We'll be right back.
I'll never forget the day I decided to go out for the football team. Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, we've got West back out here to finish what he started. He's only given up 3 hits tonight. I believe he's only walked 1 or 2 hitters, so I feel like his pitch count is definitely modest at this point, and I'm glad to see him back out there in the 7th inning.
Well, I think his fastball picks up, I think, as he goes along, and he's just in warm-up. He was hammering the ball. Wow.
The wind is picking up big time.
Yeah, I'm worried about.
We're getting a bit of a dust storm out here.
Yeah, I think we are actually. Come on.
Wow, this is gale force. You got a first pitch strike right there. I'm going to put my sunglasses back on, Trey, just to keep the dust out of my eyes.
I can't believe they're playing. Hey, listen, the tape's not holding the monitor down. So I got to hold the monitor.
I'll got another strike right there, so West is ahead 0-2.
Yeah, it looks like it might stop it exactly as, wow, it is really bad.
We definitely have some weather moving in. We can see lightning way out in the distance, but it's a long ways off. We're not hearing any thunder, so that ball was in the dirt, making it a 1-2 count.
That's a good waste pitch.
Yeah, good spot. The wind has really picked up, so okay, that pitch right there missed up and in.
Wow,
it makes it a 2-2 count.
It is literally trying to take everything I got.
He got the strikeout. Add a K right there, Trey.
Okay. Boom.
West gets that first out. Always a big out, especially in the top of the
Mustangs.
In the bottom of the
fans
7th.
Are doing the cadence, the walk-off cadence. So now we've got 5 Ks on the K meter.
I think a fair amount of students made the trip down here to Midlothian. It's a bit of a hike down here too. He gets ahead of that batter right there with a first pitch strike.
Wow. The Westinator doing the deal.
Another one.
See, now they're reaching now. Did you see him reach for that?
Yeah.
West kept it down. He is pumped. He's on adrenaline right here. He's really bringing it.
Way ahead. Nothing too good. That's a pop-up that Ryan's going to play for the second out. Mustangs 1 out from a Game 1 win. The wind is gusting easily 30 miles per hour right now, maybe even more at times.
Easily.
Trey's doing all he can to keep our monitor from flying away.
Wow.
The Jaguars send a pinch hitter to the plate.
Well, I'm going to mute the ambient. The modem is starting to blow away too.
You need me to hold something?
Yeah. I need you to, no, just keep the fans.
Okay.
Oh, he threw a curveball for a strike.
Yeah, nice pitch right there, Wes. Definitely coming in off the bench as a pinch hitter. You're not looking for a curveball in that spot. He got another one, 0-2.
That was a fastball at the knees. 0-2 count. Mustang fans are going crazy. I'm gonna have to. I'll give you the cut.
Mustang fans are definitely making some noise, and that. Oh wow, Gianni must have set up off the plate because he didn't move much for that, but didn't get the call right there.
Sorry,
so
we can't bring you the ambient.
Makes it a 1-2 count.
God.
He struck him out. Add another K. Mustangs take Game 1, 2-1. Nice win right there. It was a nail biter, Trey, but we got it done, babe.
Yeah. You know,
So Mustangs put up 7 hits, 2 runs, just enough tonight to hold on for a 2-1 victory. And West, another great outing, 7 innings, 1 run allowed, I believe 6 Ks on the night. Mustangs head back to the Corral. First game tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Hopefully there is no need for a game 3. Fairly certain we'll see Dayson on the hill tomorrow, looking to shut out this series and get the Mustangs to round 2. But this is a nice win tonight, but you can't celebrate it because they still got work to do tomorrow.
They're telling people to clear the stands, so go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, we're going to shut it down. We've got bad weather out here tonight, so we need to get out of here. But tune in tomorrow, 11 o'clock.